sure he's pretty good at. We do have the signature master coming out from Amar and Crit. He does spot out the tusk, so backs away wisely, and it's gonna be fine. And, oh no, that tip might have come out a bit too early from Amar. He thought that Kataomi flopped the gank. But, Crit's still gonna be found. The shards block him off, and it's Save who draws first blood, the bounty hunter. As Amar might be in some trouble. Tag team slowing him down. The rocket barrage does not connect, though. He was very far here, Kiritich, and Kataomi. It's gonna be okay, does have 6 stick charges to work with. Luck grenade dropped by Snaking as the rotation comes in from Crit with a concussive shot. Nice snowball, but the arcane bolt still connects. Spears out from Amar, but it's not enough to save Kiritich's life. They will find the gyrocopter. Crit with the 2 points in the arcane bolt over the ancient seal. Making things happen here, and Kataomi, is he gonna fall? No, he's not. Survives the sliver of HP. He's got the healing cell to heal back up. Crit is not 6 yet. Power Rune about to spawn, and Save should be able to get this. Stuns out, and the spawn, and the Rune is actually going to spawn up top, but with Staking's rotation coming into the mid lane, Save might be in some trouble, although Malrine doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. And now Kataomi, he actually didn't go back to base, shows back up towards the mid lane, but there is a 6 wand available for Malrine. We'll pop that, get the Static Remnant off, and the Overlord hits enough to get the kill. He finds a double to Save, actually walk back into that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Malrine picks up 2 birds with 1 stone, and will happily TP back to base now on that Ursa. Well, in the mid lane, 3 heroes here to try and take out GPK. The Ancient Seal's only level 1 though. It's not going to be that much damage, and Malrine might actually be in some trouble. Thankfully, he gets the zip away. But Crit's not going to be so lucky, blocked off by the Ice Shards and the tag team. They will get the kill. So, probably want to have multiple use at some point. But now, Power Rune's being contested. It's going to be found by GPK, but Skeeter rotates over as well on the Ursa. They want to try and find Kataomi on the toss. They drop the Mystic Flare. Kataomi gets up all of his spells before he dies, but that's not enough to set up for a return kill. Falcons get away with that scot-free. As Kiritich is going to find Snaking here on the Enchantress. The Flak Cannon bringing him down low, and the maxed out Rocket Barrage will do the work. They find the Enchantress. Mother looking for an arena. There's the God's Rebuke along with the Spear. As Kiritich will be found, or will he? Oh, Mystic Flare. It closes in, but the raindrops actually keep him alive, and it's actually going to be Crit who ends up falling here. GPK shows up, and Amar just has to run away. Still tracked up though. Kataomi could find him with the snowball, and there's the Stampede coming in as well. Amar probably going to be dropping here. My god, the damage from GPK just absolutely insane against strength heroes. And a relatively quiet game from Falcons. They are not even really outpaced the side of BetBoom so far, but might be able to do so now. So they find Crit, or rather, Crit finds a Save on the Bounty Hunter. He was all by himself. Doesn't seem like the cores on Falcons are too keen on doing that. In the mid lane, Crit in some trouble. Amado with the Yules looking to find GPK. And well, there's the Mystic Flare. The burst damage is going to be there. They'll take out the Timbersaw. Kataomi though goes in with the snowball. Kiritich has got a BKB to work with in this fight, but what does this BKB even do? His teammates are all dead. Save, he was tracking up people, got caught out, so he's going to fall as well. And now BetBoom in full retreat as Falcons. They're going to take this opening, go instantly into the Rosh Pit. Or actually for the Tormentor first, because it is about to spawn, so... Mid lane, Amar. Okay, GPK is going to make his move. Amar's got the Yules at the ready if need be, but it's actually going to be Malrine who goes in first. Stampede coming out though, and seems like they will just leave Amar for dead. Falcons not in the area to help out, it was only Malrine. The tier 1 is going to fall in the mid lane. GPK as well as BKB at the ready. Find the tier 2 up top. There's 30 seconds remaining on the ace, and BetBoom seem like they want to make a move. They read that Skeeter is alone on the map all by himself. Tracks later onto him. That's the first life gone. Snaking's in the area, but Ammar is just beginning to TP in on the outpost. As Skeeter, no BKB to work with. And Malreen's going to go in right away, but Yulscepter holds him up in the air. Wallace Punch is out there as well, and they will be able to take down Skeeter on the side of BetBoom. Snaking in some trouble, he will fall to Kiritich. Help secure that kill. And Falcons, cost of preparedness, measured in blood. As Crit, he will drop the Mystic Flare, take some time to die. And he still will fall in the end as BetBoom find a very convincing fight. Damage that it provides. 35%, excuse me. Ammar though leading the charge. Two, they see the side of BetBoom. Smoke's gonna break. Malreen's gonna zip right in with the BKB. What's a sick arena! Cashing out the three of them, but there are BKBs at the ready. The card popped by Miero as well, looking for the storm, but there's a BKB out onto Ammar, so he's not affected. Malreen with the ant damage rune, looking to turn towards Kiritich. Kiritich in some trouble. Kiritich is dead without the BKB. Malreen finds himself a triple kill. Buyback coming out from Say, but that's not gonna help. Crit drops the Mystic Flare. Miero hits the deck, and Ammar is looking for more. Goes in, but GPK is a bit too far, so can't really find him. Drops the spear, gets away. Falcons with a very successful fight. There's Malreen. Okay, zips in. He is going to be spotted thanks to the Shiva's guard. Zips back out. Banner is still standing, but the creeps will be dealt with as... Oh, Ammar, he finds the perfect initiation out onto the Timber Saw with the arena. No chance for the BKB. And Ammar might have just won them the fight here. Skeeter will die the once, but there's no buyback on GPK. The Banner is still alive, and Crit has a Meteor Hammer. Aghanim Scepter now done for Malreen as well, so you've got... a second form of control coming out from this guy, from this man as a spear. It connects on to Kiritich, but Kiritich does not get caught out by the Vortex. A delayed BKB, but it does not matter. Snaking, rainbows flying through as Skeeter makes quick work of the task and retreats. BetBoom lose another. Rax is still standing, but again, it's Crit with that Meteor Hammer. Look at it go. And Falcons, they're going to be able to get themselves a set of racks here. On bottom, the Crit and the Invis Root spots out the Centaur, has the Hex at the ready, and they make quick work of Miero. Malreen beyond godlike. Kiritich scrambling to find a return kill. Malreen TP's out of there though, but Crit's not going to be so lucky. Ammar actually drops the arena to protect him though. Nice two-man spear, cashing out both supports. And that's actually going to keep Crit alive for now. As Skeeter now comes in, doesn't have the BKB. Yulscepter is there. But Skeeter's got the Octarine Core, so they're enraged on a very low cooldown. In the meantime, Save gets deleted by the Enchantress. GPK blinks in, but he didn't pop the BKB. Getting bashed by Skeeter with the Abyssal Blade. The Pyrrhic Cloak will destroy the Skywrath Mage, but at what cost? The call down, Spear from Ammar, but a bit too far for Skeeter to follow up. Doesn't feel comfortable jumping in on the Ursa. As once again, Save gonna be spotted out. Level 25 from Malreen, so the overload attacks are flying across, making it a very good light work display, or light works, I'm not too sure what it's called. Anyway, Skeeter, his eyes is on the prize, gets himself the Melirax, and now punched up in the air. Enrage at the ready though, and the Earthshock is gonna keep him alive for now, but looks like Kiritich might be able to find him, and indeed he does. Ammar's arena is a bit too late. Can he BKB TP out though? He does have it, but he's not popping it. In fact, Malreen wants to try and go back in. It's only going to be the one-man Vortex though, but the overload attacks flying through. Oh my god, they're so pretty to look at. Nice snowball though. Completely dodges out the spear. But again, there's a Hex available onto Crit. You can't dodge that. And that's going to be 4 dead for the side of BetBoom. As Falcons say, they don't even need Skeeter. They can do it by themselves. They're big boys. Top though, Ammar. Okay, he's gonna be caught out here. There is a price you're getting the Roshan, or is there? BKB arenas out from Ammar. He's got the level 25 healing talent as well, so he can survive for now. Wind Waker coming back off cooldown in the mid, but his BKB is out. Outworld Staff, Wind Waker up in the air. Can he blink away? He blinks away somehow. Ammar survives. And there's the all chat. Kiritich though, he spotted out Skeeter, who's made quick work of the task, now turning his attention towards the Gyrocopter, who's got a Rapier to work with. He's actually doing quite a lot of damage here. He's gonna take down Skeeter the once. Malreen has to be careful. TP out from Kiritich, he will be fine. So they're able to do something here on the side of BetBoom. They can hold on to... that's going to give him more damage to work with. And oh, okay, nice output stuff coming in from Kittich, prevents him from being pulled by the Vortex, but Kataomi is still dead regardless. And now a quick Hex coming out from Crit, refresher off bot by Malrine. The Vortex catches out the Gyro, and that's it. GG is called. Falcons, they will take game 1. Follow up on your long disable and to a lot of damage. Probably drag it into a medium camp, look to farm both. Not much that Tenacious Prophet can do about that. But he can TP down bottom where they've looked towards Kataomi on the Jakiro. He's out of position, he's gonna fall. Crit's the one who draws first blood, and he does. As down bottom, Kataomi gonna be in some trouble once again. The Tenacious Prophet TPing in as well for good measure. Gonna make sure that they find the Jakiro here. Kittich also gonna take some damage. Malrine, another Sprout coming up in 4 seconds if he wants to try and pursue this kill, and indeed he does. Kittich doesn't have a stick, so he's in some trouble here. Quelling Blade, but he's blocked off. He can't run away, and he will give up. Malrine gets himself a double kill, and this time he's gonna stick around for the money. Found by save, he gets the invis. Trying to keep Malrine in check. Spirit Vessel's out from Malrine. Will force GPK to onslaught away, but Kataomi, oh no, once again, Sprout's gonna block him off. Save comes in though, and they're gonna try and turn things around onto Malrine, who doesn't have any wand charges to work with, but he will TP back to base and live. And now Mar TP's in, just level 5 on the Slaughter, but he can clean this one up. Get the Jakiro kill. Himself a fair amount of gold. GPK is doing some pretty good damage to the tier 1 though. He looks like he wants to try and find this. His first Pulverize not finding much success, as up top Malrine actually TP's in. Miero got clipped by the Wrath of Nature. He's able to collect the kill. In the meantime though, towards the Dire Triangle, GPK does find the Hoodwink to farm away without being afraid of dying now. And look at that, GPK has taken that strong camp stack away from the side of Falcons. And down bottom, Kittich just solo killed by Amar. Got the level 6 and Kittich didn't have his. It's GPK. Lays out the Pulverize on to Snaking. Snaking, oh, he's probably not going to be dying here. Kittich tries to come in to help out, but he's still level 5 on the Lifestealer. He needs help himself if he wants to survive. Oh, and he's trying to sidestep the Ice Path here on Amar. Kataomi, he's still holding on to it. Will finally pop it. Miero TP's in. Sonic Wave laid out onto multiple heroes, and Amar will probably fall, but they did fight Kataomi. They get a little something at the very least. Unfortunately, look to pulverize some noobs. Snaking actually denies the Arcane Rune, takes it away from GPK. So looks out from Kataomi though. I want to try and get something done in the bottom lane, where Mar did try going in for a bit of a dive out onto Save, but Save's not going to be found. Instead, it's going to be Amar giving up his life. Fair amount of gold going back over to the side of BetBoom. Fortunately, Save did not have the track online. Skeeter trying to steal away BetBoom stacks here, but he might pay for it with his life. There's the Pulverize coming out, and Crit just scurries away. He leaves Skeeter for dead. He's like, you're on your own, bro. That was your call, not mine. It has to be a bit tilting to look at as a carry player, but what can you do?
Smoking rock. Radiant's courier has made one last run. To heaven.
Yeah, down bottom, Miero might be in some trouble. Slaughter dodges out the Ice Path, and there's GPK coming in with the Pulverize. Sonic Wave still being held on to. Malrine trying to TP up, but the Onslaught will cancel it. They will find the Nature's Prophet, but they lose the Queen of Pain. It's a 1-for-1 exchange here. Off laner for the mid laner, but looks like BetBoom, they will take it gladly. It's a track kill going their way too. Oh, up top though. Primal Beast is found. Amar once again. GPK. It's a very valuable kill. Kiritich closing in on the Radiance. Marine TP. And Snaking's probably going to be the one they go for here. Just accept the free kill. It's a track kill. They've got a Spirit Vessel as well. And, ooh, okay, that's a lot of bait for an Enchantress. Sonic Wave committed, but the rest of Falcons are here now, and they are thinking about punishing this. Skeeter's gonna blink in. Nice two-man app. Stormhammer, excuse me, followed up by the Bushwhack. GPK dropping very low, but Skeeter's got no BKB, no survivability. So when the stuns come out, he will die. And now Kiritich, in the middle of all of these heroes, has the Infest. Is gonna pop it and get a lot of damage out as Falcons. They came to the wrong neighborhood, thought that maybe they could take this fight. Nice Bushwhack coming in by Crit. Now Marine teaming in as well. They might be able to find GPK on the Primal Beast being ticked out by the Curse of the Old Growth as well as a Spirit Vessel. But now Marine, he cannot get out. His Blade Mail on cooldown for a bit. Will activate it, but he will certainly fall. And Kiritich gets to clean up that fight. That is so many track kills going the way of BetBoom. Look at that net worth deficit just completely catching up. Full 5-man wipe too coming out from the side of BetBoom. Will scan the side of Falcons, going for this Tormentor. GPK, TP actually blinks and excuse me, but he also doesn't connect on to anyone. They will still find Malrine, however. The Pulverize is enough, they bring him down. And that is them also taking away the Tormentor from the side of Falcons and killing Malrine. The shot's gonna go the way of Kataomi. Throw down a scan. Skeeter, he's done with the BKB, so Falcons gonna look to make a move now. Who do they find? It's gonna be Save. Gonna settle for the Bounty Hunter here. But he's not that easy to kill as GPK comes in with the Pulverize. Just gets absolutely deleted by the Corrosive Haze and the God Strength, and now the Nyx is just gonna TP away. Skeeter shows up to the fight, cuts down a Lizard. Just another Tuesday for him. Kataomi actually unknowingly breaks the smoke. They drop a ward, and it's actually going to be poor old Miero who gets chopped down to size. Skeeter able to find that kill. Oh, Malrine though, TP's in, spots out GPK. Kiritich going in on top of Skeeter though. Skeeter might be taken down here, but Amar is there with the Slytherin Crush. Keeps Kiritich occupied for the time being. Mantistyle's there, but he's caught out by the Bushwhack. Sharpshooter flying through. And Kiritich is down to half HP, but now it's GPK's turn to go in. He didn't pop the BKB though, so the Pulverize couldn't finish. And they're able to get away on the side of Falcon. Skeeter though, he's committed his BKB now. Nyx rages away, Hoodwink's dead. And now Malrine is all by his lonesome here. Save infested as he's trying to live, but he's getting completely clobbered by the Swen. The Nyx gets out of the infest. Now has the rage turning around on top of Skeeter. Skeeter's gonna fall. Does he get a bash? Kiritich? Yes, he does. Amar's gonna fall as well. GPK bites back into this one. They take down well, who did he take down? He take down Malrine on the Nature's Prophet. Not too sure why he did that. I mean, the bonus armor is nice, sure, but I'm sure I'd go for that anyway. Initiation out from BetBoom, but the Wrath of Nature, it actually controls GPK for the time being. He couldn't get off the BKB in time. He did pop the refresher up, but the BKB just was not there, so he dies without getting off a second Pulverize, although they have found Malrine. And Kiritich is very hard to contest on the Lifestealer, so they're not too sure how they feel about going in again. The Swen, though, looking towards the back lines, will take out Miero right away, turning his attention towards Savers. Now Kiritich manning up. GPK buys back into this one. Has got a Pulverize at the ready, so Skeeter will fall. GPK thoughts about, not about onslaughting forward, but decides against it. Recon shot and the Bushwhack. But eventually this Roshan is going to fall. It's going to go the way of Kiritich. GPK charging in. No Pulverize at the ready, but it's not even needed. Gets the kill with the trample itself. I have to say, this is a... lane though, Amar's gonna be spotted. Lincoln Sphere protect The Primal Beast from the Lotus Orb reflecting the Pulverize back onto him, and now GPK is going to find the Enchantress as well. Snaking in so much trouble here. Pulverize in such a huge AoE, but no one from Falcons is around, so it's going to be 2 dead for the side of Falcons. This BetBoom, probably going to be the 3rd side as well. They're going to test the waters for sure. They want to know if Amar has buyback or not, and Amar actually does not. Buyback comes out from Snaking though. They're going to go in on top of the lifestealer. The stuns are there, but Kiritich gets to pop the rain, and the Pulverize coming in from GPK, completely controlling up the Sven, but there's the Infest coming through from the lifestealer. They're trying to force off him back into the base, but he comes back out and he does not have range. Open wounds laid out though, and he's completely turning it around. Pyrrhic Cloak as well, so he's returning all of that damage onto the Sven. The Sven is dead. Falcons, they will lose their Nature's Prophet too, and that just might be game. Kiritich putting up a show on the lifestealer as Malrine comes back in on the Nature's Prophet, but what Pulverize at the ready. So drop down the high ground, they spot Snaking, and they're going to go straight for him. Though with the crush will reset that fight, but Kiritich is still bringing down the Enchantress slow, and Kataomi is burning him up with the Macropie. It's the Axe upgraded Macropie, so it deals a ton of damage. Snaking's dead for 100. Miero goes in, Sonic Wave to push back Malrine, and that just might be game. Yep, the double Gs get dropped. Falcons are going to go to a game number 3 here in this best of 3. On his Primal Beast just started doing a ton of heavy lifting, and I'll say up top is just going to continue to look for hook after hook. Miera going to be taking some damage here, but it's actually down bottom where they get first blood. Snaking ends up dropping. They get the level 2 first on Kiritich and Kataomi. Actually, no. Amar also has to be careful. There's a Nightmare out from Kataomi. Blood Grenade dropped onto Kiritich, but I think Amar's going to be dropping here. He does have a point in skewer if need be, but looks like he will just accept his fate as a boss comes out from GPK.
Okay, now where were we?
Skewer, actually connects onto the 2. Kataomi might end up dying here. Well, Snaking doesn't feel like chasing any further, so still looking for a hook. Love to find a gyro. I mean, at this point, if he gets a hook off, he is probably going to get a kill, and indeed, Crit's going to be found, bot down. Blood Grenade not even needed, but Skeeter might be able to get a return kill. Yeah, and indeed, save's going to fall. So 1 for 1 on the supports. Not too sure if that's a good trade, actually, for the side of BetBoom. And it's the 3 points in cleave for him. Okay, well, up top, Skeeter level 5 on the gyro, looking to contest a Wisdom Shrine. Miero launches the dagger at him and blinks away. Crit. Okay, he's gonna have the silence there, and Pangolier also rotated in, so Malrine's gonna be able to find the kill onto Miero. And Malrine's gonna go directly for the Diffusal Blade, not gonna make a stop for the treads here. Kiritich is gonna watch his tower be pulverized by the Magnus, the Enchantress, and the Siege Creep. And Skeeter up top. He's found Kataomi, and they will also find Save. That's gonna be... And up top, Miero gonna be caught down by the Ancient Seal and brought down super quick by Skeeter. Once again with the Rocket Barrage and the call down. Kataomi, okay, Nightmare's out onto Mallory, quickly switched over to the Enchanted Creep. He's looking to go in with the Rolling Thunder, gonna try and find Kataomi here. Skeeter rotates in as well on the Gyrocopter. That hook is completely off the mark. Who was he even going for? As they will find 3 somehow. Kiritich also ends up falling down bottom, and that's... Another Nightmare out in the Radiant Jungle, but Kataomi was actually dragging Snaking towards him. Here an RP coming through. It's actually in the mid lane where they managed to find GPK. Get the kill with the Mystic Flare. Save. Illusion Rune hooked over by Save, so GPK is going to be able to get that. Some camps being blocked here by snaking too. It's just a medium camp, so far BetBoom hasn't even bothered on blocking it. But Skewer out on to save. He thought he had snaking, but instead snaking had him. Mar able to set up for that kill with his blink. And BetBoom just unable to find an angle for these fights. Marine actually blinks in. He wants to try and find Kataomi here on the bait. He knows he's got a Mar to help out with the RP to instantly cancel the Fiend's Grip. So that's another free kill going the way of Falcons. Wanted to find the kill, but just didn't have enough damage. Miero survives with the wand. Back in the Radiant jungle, some action throwing out here. Save with the Dismember out onto Amar, but Amar with a 2-man RP. Quick 2-man shield crash as well. They find both the supports here. And now Kiritich is going to reel his new shiny Blink Dagger as he chops down the Pangolier and TPs away promptly, leaving GPK by himself. Well, not entirely by himself. Miero is here. He's going to drop the Sonic Wave, but is that going to buy GPK his life? He's going to try and look for a skewer here. Amar, in fact, GPK looking to go back in, but he misses the Whirling Death as well as the Chakram, and now Amar's going to punish with the skewer. Miero soon to be next too. Doesn't have a TP to get out of this situation. Does blink away though, and Kiritich is back from the fountain. As he will blink on top of the Enchantress and set up for the hook. They have enough damage to take down the Edge. They get that kill. They don't know where Miero is, but they're following his courier to him, and Miero's courier is going to end up betraying him here. Oh, unless... Oh, wait, he actually cancels! He stopped channeling the Twin Gate. He would have been fine if he just went through. But now his courier is going to die. He's dead as well, and that could not have gone worse for the Queen of Pain. They're falling behind in this game. Skeeter. His Aegis still has 2 minutes on it. I'm not sure if this is the wisest of decisions coming in from the side of BetBoom. And, I mean, they're gonna smoke, and sure, Kiritich finds crit, and hooray, good for you, but now Falcons know what's up. The jig's over, and they can set up for whatever's coming their way. It's gonna be Malrine who finds himself Kataomi right away with the amp damage, and now Miero in some trouble. Hooked over by Save, though. He saves Miero's life for now. And now the Sonic Wave laid out by Miero, buying some time. GBK pops the reactive armor, quickly dispelled by the Enchantress. And Kiritich no longer has the BKB, got strength running out. Save trying to survive the Dismember, but he will not be able to do so. GBK chains and TPs away. And BetBoom, well, they effed up to say the least. And worse to the Twin Gate. But they did have some visions. They saw GPK coming over here, so they know that he's going to be farming this area. Malrine, he's going to start the party here. Reactive armor committed by GPK, but it's going to be dispelled as soon as Snaking sees him. And GPK... not gonna be long for the world. Amar pump fakes the RP. They don't even need it. They just get the kill. Nice to Skeeter's maxed out homing missile. Pretty long stun duration. And the scan coming out here from the side of Falcons. Malrine's gonna be spotted, but he's got a shield rune to work with, so he's not that easy to bring down. They're gonna get started on GPK. Reactive armor is gonna come through, but Snaking's quick with the dispel, and GPK is just gonna die. He really needs a BKB in this game if he wants to keep that reactive armor up. And a gyrocopter with the BKB. Amp damage at the ready for Skeeter. And he wants to go high ground here. Save gets off the hook though, but he's probably gonna die. Skill back is there from Amar. Kiritich jumps in though. BKB not needed. He will delete the Skyrap to start things off. Sonic Wave connects onto 3. It's very nice, and in fact the Fiend's Grip is out onto Malrine. He's gonna be found as well. Falcons have lost 3. Skeeter respawning now, and everyone else on full retreat. Amar wants to get the fuck out of there, while Kiritich turning his attention towards this the gyrocopter. And they're gonna bring him down as well. BetBoom. Took them 35 minutes, but they finally did it. They won a fight. Yeah, that could be big. Skeeter doesn't have buyback, so... has to kill him off. Could be huge. Although, with that camp, he is going to be pretty close. Going to drop down buyback status real quick, and you can see that Skeeter will be having his very soon. The Timbersaw has got his, so GPK is going to be fine. They're going to find Snaking and just commit the Fiend's Grip for him. And the God Strength. They find the kill. BKB at the ready for Kiritich, but he does not pop and gets skewered all the way back into the enemy base. Now Mystic Flare to his face. That's the price of not popping your BKB. Sure, the RP will still go through, but you probably would have lived through that Mystic Flare. And now GPK gonna blink away, but can he get out? Throwing out Chakrams here and there to cancel the blink. Looks like the rest of BetBoom will retreat, but that is a very costly position 5 pick off for the side of BetBoom. Almost as if they want someone from BetBoom to go for it. Skeeter. Swift blinks in. And no, Amar finds the 2-man RP. It's going to be Miero and GPK both caught out, both dead. 5-axe at the ready, however. And Amar's got another RP with their name written on it too. If they dare buy back. Gem also hits the deck, and BetBoom, there couldn't have been a worse way to start that fight. Nightmare out onto the gyrocopter, but reflected back by the Lotus. The Kiritid Swen, he goes in with the gauntlet, but he got instantly X-Mike ready. He's got no buyback. He's dead as well. Oh, BetBoom, you have fucked up gloriously now. And it's just you four trying to fight into Skeeter with an Aegis, with a BKB, with a Satanic, and that's not easy. Another skewer in from Amar, another RP with BetBoom's name written on it, and the double Gs get dropped. That's the only thing left to do in this best of 3. It's giving up. And Amar, all chats hyping himself up. TI winning Magnus, he says, and well, he's right.